Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for November 10th through the 16th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Oh, let's see, Cappy. The overall energy for the reading, the Two of Swords, a little bit of overthinking here, something stressing you out. Let's see what's going on. In the recent past, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. You're working on something. You are giving me a sense of whatever it is you're working on. It's going to take some time until it pans through, until you reach, your destination with it. Yeah. But I don't see you necessarily anxious about it. Not at that point. Now, in the current situation, the Page of Swords, the Temperance card, the Four of Swords. You're dealing with something that requires a lot of patience. And, like, on the surface, you're showing me you've got it. The patience. I don't know, because something's stressing you out, though, on the side there. But, yeah, kind of giving me an overall sense of, small steps. We're taking it one day at a time type of a thing. Okay. Maybe it's related to whatever you were doing in the past. Maybe it's something else. I get the sense that it's related, but let's see. In the immediate future, the Four of Cups, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune. You're kind of pissed off here. A little bit pissed off with yourself. But maybe in a constructive way, maybe in a way of you're kind of like, damn it, like I can create my own reality and I should, type of a deal. So maybe it is constructive. I don't know. But, okay. Let me clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Two of Swords. For the Two of Swords, you get the High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Two of Wands. Yeah, no, it bothers you. This whole having to wait or being patient. Or it's you're trying your best to keep yourself in the journey, but you're having a really, really hard time doing it. At this moment in time, it's like you're losing your patience. And I get the sense that whatever it is you're working on, you're almost there with it, which kind of makes sense that you're losing your patience now, because that's what we all do. It's like, okay, it's right there. It's right there. If I could just get to it faster, and you forget you're still in the journey. You know what I mean? So you're trying to stay in the journey there. Let me do the Two of Wands in the recent past. The Ten of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Ooh, and it's been tough. It's been tough even starting this off. Man. Because I see you having days in which you kind of make it hard for yourself, even before you begin, whatever this is, and telling yourself, man, it's gonna be really difficult. I can't do this, all sorts of shit like that. And then there's days in which you feel like, no, we got this. We can do this. We can, And then 5 minutes later, it's like, no fucking way I can't do this. So it kind of, it was quite complicated, apparently, before it even began. Okay. Now, let's do the Seven of Pentacles. The Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups. It's kind of playing off of I'm not even sure if I should call it procrastination. It kind of looks similar to that, because it's like it's hard until you begin. And then when you begin and I see the energy starting to roll there, everything's fine. Everything's like, man, I'm a pro here. I got this. I'm doing this, Once you jump in, you're all in there. Before that, quite the roller coaster you put yourself through. Okay, let's do the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Swords, the Sun, the Seven of Wands. This is you kind of recalibrating, kind of trying to remind yourself to stay in the journey, no matter how exciting the destination looks like. It's like, okay, but So there's still a little bit of back and forth there for you, in the sense of trying not to rush through it, trying to be patient, and just stay in the journey, Okay. Again, pretty tough energies there with that one, but not that bad. I feel like you managed to remind yourself to stay put. For the Page of Swords, you get the Page of Wands, the Hermit, the Three of Wands. Definitely getting a better handle on this whole aspect of staying in the journey. I think you're so close to what you're trying to achieve here that you can see it. It's right there. But you're still in the journey of it. So you're not there at the end result of whatever it is you're putting effort into. I mean, you definitely learned to pace yourself, because in the past there, I see you putting a lot of pressure on yourself and a lot of stress. For the Temperance card, in the current situation, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. I mean, you're showing me the ups and downs of this journey in the sense, especially in the direction of partnerships, maybe people you've partnered up with along the way. Some of it is good, some of it not that great. This is more like a retrospective of, okay, I'm here at this stage of my journey. Looking back, it's like, okay, that happened and that happened and that happened, and I learned from that and I learned from that. You know what I mean? So it's okay. It's a nice calm energy. It's quite smooth, the energy that's coming in, because I don't necessarily get you at least as far as you're concerned personally, your own individual journey in this, you feel to be keeping it at a pretty steady tone pace there. Now for the Four of Swords, you get the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Lovers. You have, that's the thing, there's you navigating through this and you're doing good. You're trying to maintain a sense of, steady pace to it. And then when I see you attached to other energies in terms of partnerships of all sorts, maybe a romantic situation, maybe people you're working with, maybe friendships. It's kind of up and down there. Like there's no real consistency. There's parts of that energy that show up quite riled up, almost non-supportive, or kind of, trying to poke at you here and there. And there's parts that show up super supportive. Again, as far as you're concerned, you're trying to keep it steady. I do get the sense that whatever energies those are around you as partnering up types of energies, they might influence you. For now, no. But if you let them, they might. Whatever's going on there. Especially in those that show up pretty conflicting. Okay. Let me do the Four of Cups in the immediate future. The King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Devil. Yeah, there's kind of like an aha moment coming over you with this one. I don't know, you kind of get hit by this revelation or something that tells you to take charge of your reality. It's one of those, if I want to make something happen, I'm going to make it happen. Like, I don't have to wait for this, that, and the other to make it happen. I have to take charge. Okay. Well, it's a nice intention. It comes through as, a nice intention. It does come from a sense of you almost being upset with yourself that you didn't do that before this aha moment, which I wouldn't recommend being upset with yourself. But if you wanna, you wanna. It's pointless when these things hit us to kind of look back and say, oh, I could have done this 10 years ago. Okay, but you didn't. Maybe you didn't have the resources. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe, who the fuck knows? There's definitely a reason that you didn't do it 10 years ago and you're doing it now. So the whole, I'm upset with myself because I could have, doesn't really make sense. But okay, it's just an extra energy you're taking with you. And it's not the most pleasant one when we're upset with ourselves, For the Emperor in the immediate future, you get the Two of Cups, the Judgment card, the Knight of Wands. This energy is beautiful. There's another energy that comes through with this one. It's not just you. as you kind of start navigating things from this perspective of almost taking charge of your own reality, creating your own reality here, there's energies that are joining forces, you know, helpful energies. And I don't know what that is. To me, it kind of feels like an energy of friendship. Like loyalty, like cheering you on and being like, hey, you got this. You know, we're right here if you need anything type of a deal. It's super nice. It's super like complimentary. It's welcomed, definitely, and you're seeing it and you're acknowledging it, and it definitely gives you a little bit of a boost. So it's nice. Let me do the Wheel of Fortune. Woof! For the Wheel of Fortune in the immediate future, you get the King of Pentacles, the Moon, the Magician. This is your destination, the one that you've been trying to get to throughout the reading. This is the part in which you reach it. Now, when you get there, keep an open mind. It might look very different than what you imagine it to be. I see your manifestation as an energy. I see it matching perfectly that energy. When you get there, I see you kind of, you know, with a blindfold, almost like it's not going to be the same as what you think it may be. So keep an open mind there. I don't see you running away from it, you know, thinking, oh, it's not it. It doesn't look like what I manifested. No, I don't see you doing that. This is just my recommendation of just keep an open mind. It might look, feel very different than how you pictured it, you know, all this time. Different in a good way. It looks like it's matching the energy of your manifestation, so it should be pretty darn good. Just different. But let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Sun. You're doing a great job here. As long as you keep it steady and remind yourself constantly to stay in the journey, because you do have some conflicting energy around you. If you're not letting that influence you in any kind of way, and it's, you know, again, constantly reminding yourself that this is your journey, this is about you, and keeping it steady there, you're good. You feel good when you do that, when you're kind of coming back to that remembrance of, hey, this is my journey. You know, doesn't matter what conflict is out there about my journey. It's none of my business. You know. So it looks pretty good. You're keeping steady. You're doing pretty good here. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.